With Melissa Shaw, where we educate, empower, and inspire. And I'm excited to have partnered with Martindale's cohort and have some of their participants here. Heavenly BBQ.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
So tell me just a little bit about yourself and your background. And
Well, I can start with myself. I'm Charles Hatchet. I have been in the food service business for probably about 30 years now.
okay.
Started out in Indianapolis with a few people who are well known. King Rip's Barbecue many years ago when Theophilus Clardy started the business. Worked for them about 18 years. Worked for Parnell's Barbecue, Lafayette Road, for many years. We called him Boss Man Parnell. He was in business for quite a few years. Um, I'm in the ministry. Of course, I work for Wheeler Mission Ministries. I have worked for them for the last 10 years, so I'm in the homeless ministry in quite a few areas. Me, myself, and my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just doing what God allows us to do, man. What we're doing now is just it's for our children. We've lived our life, and we're just grateful to be able to serve the public with what we know is going to be great barbecue.
Oh, he says we know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not boasting. I don't do any boasting. I love
I
to
know
cook.
people
I love
funny
to
about
cook.
their barbecue, so
Yeah, well,
what
hey,
you like is what you like.
yeah, yeah.
It's not one
Play
size
about the
fits all.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Well, we aim to please. We aim to please, and we're looking forward to serving some of those folks that don't know us. We're well known. We have a nice clientele.
And I think when we
Uh,
talked previously, you guys travel too, also.
yeah, we do on-site
Yeah, we do
cooking.
on-site cooking.
Yeah, we do on-site cooking. We'll come on site with our grills and do birthday parties, weddings, etc. We'll cater to you. Also, so we just looking forward to letting people taste some good food. We know there's a lot of conversation in Indianapolis about there's no good barbecue.
We should do a barbecue off. Has that
Sounds
ever been
Yeah.
good.
done?
He used to
Uh,
judge
I,
barbecue.
But like, has that ever been done here?
not to my knowledge.
Oh well, I'm about to talk.
You talking about here at
Yeah.
Fifth Third?
No, just in general. Like, yeah, but
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
I'm
well,
gonna
he
actually
used
see
to.
if we could do
He
that here.
used to be a judge at
Well,
barbecue.
yeah, but that wasn't professional barbecue men and
Oh,
women.
okay.
Oh,
You know,
Professional.
no,
yeah.
no, I'm not talking about
Oh, she's
professional. I'm
not
talking
talking
about.
about
Would you consider yourself professional?
Well, I am a commercial professional,
Okay.
experienced barbecue man. I
Okay.
can do everything from whole hogs to slabs, you name it, rib tips, chicken, all the way
Turkey.
down to brats, turkey, whole turkeys.
Ham.
I do a lot of whole turkeys during the holiday season, during the Thanksgiving, whole hams. So yeah, without boasting, I am a professional outdoors cook.
Yeah.
Is what we are.
And it's okay. I
Yeah,
don't. I feel like sometimes the way our generation, the older generation, they didn't allow you to be proud of what you did. And so be proud of that. It always was either you're boasting or you too much or you this, but no, like when you
yeah,
have a skill
Confident.
because your purpose is that and that's how you show your love,
yeah,
then scream from the rooftops.
yeah,
That's how I feel about
I
it.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
So you're the missus
Yes,
in this
I am.
duo. So let's hear a little bit about you because I can see that he's going to dominate the whole conversation. So I'm going to have to control
Not
this.
him.
I'm going to have to airplane control. No,
The priest of the household should. He should. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
If he's really a priest, if he's lined up and he's taking care of his wife,
see, he only had
and
a mic and he's still going.
care of his children, and
Ah!
he's man enough, he should say the most.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay,
Forgive me.
you're fine.
Melissa, you're lying, girl. You're lying. No. My name is Mekka Hatchet, and just a little bit about myself. I've always worked in the medical field, and then I went to working at Anthem and as a claim adjuster and customer care. I always had a passion to cook. I always wanted to, just I used to watch when I was doing home health, doing home care. I would be in people's homes and we'd be watching Sunny Anderson. And then when I was younger, I used to watch Emerald. And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I just want to be like them and just cook
Mhm.
the things that they make. And I would go to the store and buy shallots and
Mm.
garlic, just everything, just like I was Sonny Anderson or
I
something.
love
So
that.
I always like to cook, and I just like watching people eat. I mean, I don't know what it is about that. I just like watching people eat and just
Mhm.
the smiles and you can tell if a person really enjoying their food by their expression. And
Mhm.
so it's always, it's always been me. Um, as far as the catering, me and Charles kind of decided years ago that it's time. He's done it so long for so many other people. He's like, I can do the same thing for myself.
Mm.
And so that's what we decided. We started with our churches, and then word of mouth led to this, led to that, and then before you know it, people were calling you to, cater and do this, and can you do this, and a lot of things we did under the we did it. We didn't, ask for no compensation or anything. We just did it because that's
Mhm.
just what we like to do,
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, so this new adventure that we're getting ready, this new journey that we're getting ready to embark on with this food truck, we are so excited about
Yeah,
it.
that's
We're
really
just
dope.
waiting for it to be available for us, hopefully the first week of September. So we're just looking forward to just being on wheels and really getting out there. And when people say, "Oh, that's Heavenly BBQ's truck,"
Mhm.
they know they're going to get some good quality food,
Mhm.
and that their money won't be wasted. And then, like I always believe in word of mouth. So if you ate good over there, you're gonna tell your friend, you're
Absolutely.
gonna tell their friend, and before you know, a lot word of mouth can definitely draw in the business. So we're just
Mhm.
sitting back, just kind of waiting now, getting everything prepared. So when that day comes, that we will be able to just go on this new journey.
Yeah. So at what point did you guys decide like, okay, we about to turn this into a business?
Mm,
Well, well, we've had that ambition for many years. Um, we just weren't what you may call legit. And when I say legit, I mean there's licenses and things. And
Mhm.
there's so many things that go along with a business. And we've learned that. We've really been pushed to the limits with having everything in order.
Mhm.
Uh, you know, uh, but there's just things that held us up. With me, for example, when I left King's Ribs back in the days. I went into to working for the homeless ministry, and I knew that's where God was guiding me, and so I had to stay there.
Mhm.
I couldn't leave, and I'm there
Mhm.
10 years later.
Mhm.
But yet, God is opening doors for me to still compensate, for what I don't make with the nonprofit,
Mhm.
because we don't make a lot of money.
Mhm.
But our passion is to serve people, to
Mhm.
serve the homeless. I'm at the 520 East Market Street right now and have been there for 10 years. And I supervise maybe 7 to 8 different men, but also minister to them daily and the homeless. So, being that I knew I was where I was supposed to be, I just couldn't just walk away and do what I like to do. Though I had a
Mhm.
passion for cooking, I
Mhm.
still had to stand still
Yeah.
and do what God required me to do
That
in
part
the
is hard to
ministry.
stand
It,
still.
it is hard for people,
Yeah.
and so, but he began to open doors as
Mhm.
as we began to walk in obedience, and so we began to cater. After so many years at Kings, I just wanted to just go. If I'm gonna make money, let me make it for myself. And
Absolutely.
so I began to do catering and things of that nature. And as I said before, we got a big clientele. If we had to bring in some big names, we could. But now we're looking to again be legit as far as license. The food truck industry is really up and going. We just felt at this time it's better for us to be in the food truck industry than to be tied down to a location because of overhead and things of that
Mhm.
nature. And that may change
Yeah.
within a year. We don't know. But we just looking to serve us some great barbecue, my friend, and that's what we intend to
You
do.
didn't bring me no barbecue today.
I didn't bring any today.
Man,
I come
that's some.
straight from work to Bible
Okay.
study
Well,
to
just tell me
here.
what time dinner is
I
next week.
haven't had dinner myself. I look forward to blessing you one
ain't
day. I
no
surely
dinner,
will.
ain't
I
no dinner
surely will.
tonight.
Yeah, it won't be barbecue,
You
that's for
remember
sure.
back
No,
in
I
the
don't want
day
no
when we like
barbecue.
people would just be popping up
Yeah,
and eat dinner and like
Yeah, nah, we don't do all that no
I
more.
know.
You can just pop up at somebody's house and dinner on the table. Like,
Yeah.
I'll get you a plate. Hot
Yeah, no,
damn.
it's not
No,
like that
we don't do
anymore.
that. But
So did either one of you kind of say, "Hey, babe, I think we should do this," or was it a kind of a at the same time?
it was kind of mutual, but I didn't know the ins and outs of it. I mean, I know the cooking. I know we could just sit up and cook somewhere, but it's so much on your own business. It's so much with the certificates, the licenses, the
Hmm.
insurances.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot, but we
Hmm.
learned a lot. And thank you, Martindale, CDC,
Yes, yes.
for just the knowledge that I gained the last 10 weeks have just been, oh man, I can't wait to just put it on paper and just,
Yeah.
because it's in my mind right now, but I just want to put it on paper so I can just really, really take it in
Hmm.
and digest the things that I learned about marketing and about money and, our finances and stuff. We all want to make money, but, we don't realize, there's things that can come with just making the money.
Hmm.
It's a lot that comes with it. But one thing I wanted to share with you, Melissa, is we about probably about 11 years ago, our son was in college, and he was like he needed $1,000 to go to Honduras on a mission trip.
Mm.
And so me and my husband was talking about it, and we was like, get $1,000 from right for him to go on this mission trip.
Hmm.
But we knew he was passionate about it. That's what he really wanted to do. And so we went to our pastor and we talked to him, and our pastor said, "Why don't y'all sell dinners?
Mm.
We got to sell they had $10 a piece. We got to sell 100 dinners." But the Lord made a way. We sold 100 dinners.
Mm.
We were able to send our son to Honduras on a mission trip, and he was over there and he was praying for people. And he was like, "Mom, that was the best thing that could have
Wow.
happened for him was to go to Honduras and be on that mission trip." So right then and there was just kind of like an aha moment, like
Mm.
we can really do this, on a
Yeah.
regular basis if we really wanted to.
Yeah,
So that
definitely.
was one of our moments that we really saw this to really be lucrative
Hmm.
on our own was when we were able to send him to Honduras just by selling dinners. We just kind of put our heads together and figure out what our menu was going to be. And one of our church ladies, she said, "Well, I'll make you cakes. We give everybody a piece of cake." And it was like, okay, for
Mm.
$10, that was a good meal.
Yeah.
Two
Worked out
sides
well.
of meat and some bread
Yeah.
and
Worked out
some
well.
cake. So it worked out really well. And that was kind of like the start of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was kind
love
of the
that.
start of it.
So you guys, how many
You
kids
know,
do you have?
together we have
We
5
have 5
combined.
between us. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how long
We
have
have
you guys been married?
We've been married
16
16 years.
years.
Nice.
Yeah.
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 So,
We I have to say this that my personal reason uh for doing what I do is because I just got to make sure my family's good. I can't give them everything they want, but I can give them what they need.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people don't know that being a commercial barbecue man is hard work,
Mm.
very laborious, very much so. And
Mhm.
so when they look at certain things, they wonder why the prices are what they are. They wonder this and wonder that. Well, you got to try to be a commercial barbecue man. Uh, Especially you can cook on 3 or 4 grills at one time, smokers.
And it's
Yeah,
long, slow
it's long,
process.
slow process to get it right.
Yeah.
200 and
You know,
250 people.
yeah,
Yeah.
long,
So
slow
you're like, I done
process.
just made $1 an hour being
Yeah,
out here on this heat.
yeah. So but I can cook myself for well over a couple hundred people, 250 by myself.
Hmm.
Uh,
You've
but
done it.
nevertheless, and done it many times. But it's not easy work. So I wouldn't encourage somebody to try to do it. I've tried to get my sons to grab hold to it. They haven't yet, though. We have 2 amazing young men in our life uh, that are just educated and well groomed and making great decisions in life. And so we just been blessed. But it's also a family affair
Hmm.
because when you see us on site, you're going to see our daughters. You're going to see, you may even see my mother-in-law. I
Nice.
don't know.
Yeah.
So we just trying to work that thing out together, trying
I
to work
love
it out
that.
together.
I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So back to the cohort. You mentioned some things that was impactful for you.
Hmm.
Overall, do you think now that you are more prepared than when you first started?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I had the passion. I wanted to do it, but then to learn the business side of it was like, okay. And then I took the cohort course because, for one, I wanted to be able to have some knowledge. I may not be an accountant, I may not, know all that, but I wanted to have some knowledge of how our money's gonna be ran, and how, what we're gonna look at the end of the year. And I didn't want no issues with the taxes or nothing like that. So I just wanted to have a little knowledge. I mean, by no means am I gonna be an accountant or
Mm-mm.
anything, and by
We're
no
gonna
means am
outsource
I gonna be
that.
doing a whole lot of other things, but just to
Yeah.
have a little knowledge of what's going on, and how monies is being put out and this and that. And then the marketing, I mean, how to market your business, and you are your brand. So when you see me in this Heavenly BBQ, we are our brand. And
Mhm.
so that means a lot. People work hard to get their brand.
Mhm.
And so we value that. And so the cohort program just, man, it sealed the deal.
I
I mean, it
love
really
it.
Yeah,
did.
but it's
Yeah.
gonna be heavenly too. The food gonna be heavenly.
Oh
I
yeah.
So what do
promise
you
you.
guys specialize in?
Well,
Like your menu, is there certain
well,
staples and
yeah,
then you kind of circulate? What does that look like?
I mean,
We
if we
gotta.
if we're cooking on site, our menu is going to be what the customer orders.
Right.
Maybe ribs, chicken, whatever. But we will most definitely have on our menu ribs, rib tips, chicken. We do all sides from scratch, like Big Mama used to do. I mean, this time a big boy's doing it. Big girl. We yeah. We do green beans, mashed potato salad, coleslaw, kale salad, baked beans, macaroni and cheese, red potatoes, baked red potatoes. You name it, we're doing it. But we're also we can put anything on the grill you want. If you want roast, if you want ham, if you want whole turkey, all those things, ribs, chicken. We'll cover it all. We'll cover it all. Yeah, and I'm so proud of her that she stepped out on this program. I try to encourage her over the years to do what she do. I think when she went back and got her associates to school, I mean, it kind of wore her out those late
Oh
nights,
yeah, I bet.
but she got that degree. So when she stepped out this time, I just sit back and watched, but I watched her stay with it. And I sent her a text today, told her how proud of her I was.
I love
And I've
that.
told her several times, not just as my wife, but because she stepped out on
Mhm.
faith. She knew she could do it, and she learned a lot, I'm sure. Because she
Mhm.
came home every night talking to me about it, and
Yeah.
I didn't understand half of it, not the paperwork in. I'm the
Yeah.
cook.
I feel
I'm
you.
the cook. I'm
Yeah.
the laborer, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave all that stuff to her.
Uh-huh.
But nevertheless, it's been a journey, my
Mhm.
friend, and but we look forward to the rest of it.
Yeah.
We look forward to the rest
How
of
did
it.
you guys come up with the name?
I think
Our
our
son.
son. I think one of our
Okay.
sons come up with the
Our
name.
son.
Okay.
But originally he had like two pigs,
Okay,
two or
yeah.
three
It was three
pigs with a
pigs.
plate in front of
Yeah,
them,
the
Okay.
or
plate.
something of that nature. Yeah, it was our oldest son. Uh, so he came up with
And
the
then our
name.
slogan, he came up with our slogan: "Oh,
Yeah,
taste and see that the food is good."
yeah,
I
yeah,
like that.
That's
yeah.
our
So
slogan.
yeah,
And I'm also learned about patent things, so I got to work on that.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Very
was.
yeah.
costly, but
But
Yes.
it
you,
will happen.
but it's one thing you'll never see. You'll never see her, good people, on that smoker.
I don't
That's not
blame
my
you.
job.
Yeah.
You'll never see her on that
I
smoker.
always I've been
No,
find your
I
lane and
have been
stay.
on that smoker before when he had to walk away for a minute. I
Flipped a couple
flipped a
hot
few little
dogs.
things,
Say
You
but
I
flip,
tended to the meat for a minute.
right,
yeah.
hurry up back, hurry up.
Right.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
no.
we're
But no,
well.
so you're right, the patent. So what is it that you're going to be protecting?
I'd like to protect definitely our logo
Yeah.
and our slogan.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. It's very important.
So we've had that for.
Yeah,
Then our
some
logo
years.
is new,
Okay.
but our slogan we've had for 11,
12,
12,
13
years.
years or
Yeah,
so. Yeah,
we want to
yeah.
keep that.
So when you knew at like when you was mentioning about your son, so that kind of put the thought, and then so 11 years later you actually executed on it. And I
Yeah.
bring that I point that out because a lot of times we'll think of things
Mm-hmm.
and we'll just put it on the shelf because timing is
Life
everything
happens.
and
Yeah.
life happens.
Yep.
We may have did it 4 or 5 years ago, but then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So we were
Yeah.
on the verge, and we were
Push back.
talking about it real heavily, and we were catering, etc. but COVID hit and it changed the world, and
Yeah.
people were real leery, about things. But this I do promise you that in 30 years of cooking, I've never had anyone get sick on my food. And my first business is to make sure I keep people safe.
Absolutely.
That's my first business. I can't speak for no one else, but it's
Mhm.
God is my witness. That's my first business to make sure.
Mhm.
And she'll tell you, I pound it into their head. My daughters and wife get tired of me. Would you shut up?
Put your gloves
I said,
on. Put your
nah,
gloves. Take your gloves off. Do this. I'm like,
keep people safe.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. Because
yeah.
I don't. Have you ever had food poisoning or
Mm-mm.
been sick by food?
Nah.
Ooh, it's a whole. You really feel like you're dying.
I
Right.
heard that.
It's
I don't want it
awful.
either.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So excited about the food truck. And
we're
so,
very
how did you
excited.
guys happen upon that?
Well, I'll let her tell you that because really, it's everything she did. God just put her in the right places.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did. Yes, he
Yeah.
did. Be transparent.
We're always transparent.
Okay. Be transparent with you. Um, I got into a program called Lift Local. It was through Huntington, and by us being Huntington members for, we've had Huntington for 14 years or so. So I got into that program. It was supposed to be for minorities or minority or women.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took the program and was out, just knew it was going to happen, but it wasn't in God's time. Applied for a loan, and we got denied because they said a food truck was risky in Indiana.
Interesting.
I was like, really? Okay.
Hmm.
So then I went to him and I said, look, I don't know how we gonna do it, but we gonna get this food truck. I said we gonna figure this thing out. And my friend called me. She said, I want you to go register for this thing at Martindale. And I was like, okay. She said, I think it'd be great for you. It'll help you, with your business and this and another. So my friend Angie, she called and she said, get registered. And I'm at the doctor's office. I'm like, okay, let me register. If I walk away from something,
Yeah.
I done forgot. Did you go register? And I'd be like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
So I sit down right there in the waiting room and registered. And shortly after that, it was closed. So I said that was for me. And so I got in Martindale, and I was talking to the staff there, and I was telling them what had happened. I said, well, they said that food truck is risky. I had already researched on my business plan, how the food truck industry is going, and this and that. And so she was like, well, have you ever heard of bankables? No. What is bankables? So she gave me all the literature on it, and I called them, and we went online and did the application, and we were in Florida on vacation the first week of July, and she called me. She said, I want to let you know you guys been approved for a food truck. Thank you, Lord.
Yes, I love that.
So I believe that God puts you where you need to be.
Mhm.
Huntington was not where I needed to be.
Absolutely.
And amongst us getting this food truck, our payments is over half less than what we'd have paid at Huntington.
Wow.
So we are grateful
Yeah.
for Bankables.
Bankable is I met them at an event here at P30, and they're
Okay.
not widely known among the small
No, they're
business
not.
industry, and it's important.
Mhm.
I'm trying to really make it my mission to mention that to people because they can do things that bigger banks can't do. And you
Right.
wouldn't think that that's possible, but
Yeah.
sometimes the bigger ones have more rules.
Yeah, like the food truck industry is risky.
Yeah.
Like it's a food truck almost on every corner in
No,
Indianapolis,
absolutely.
and you think it's risky, but come to find out the one that did the loan reviewing was in Ohio. Maybe it is risky in Ohio.
Yeah.
But in Indiana, the food
Yeah.
truck industry is really booming, and stuff. So so that's how that came about. So we were determined we were gonna get it. We didn't know how, but we was determined that this was our time. This was our time to step out on faith.
Yeah.
And so that's what we did. We stepped out on faith, and God has just been moving. He has just been moving in mighty ways, and stuff.
And what you mentioned earlier, sometimes if we have to stand still and just allow him to, he's
That's
just
it.
waiting for you to stop moving.
Everything in his time,
Yeah.
And so, but we we know that we could have many years ago. I'll put it this way: many years ago, I had opportunities to take offers from people who wanted to put me in business.
Invest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
invest.
Oh,
They wanted partnership.
Well,
okay. She said,
yeah, yeah. I mean, she's just being honest. They wanted
yeah,
partnership. They
yeah.
wanted to get the money flow.
Hmm.
Um, I had guys coming to me that I've cooked for and said it. Different people. I won't call names, but nevertheless, I decided I was going to wait on God. That I wasn't going to jump the gun and
Hmm.
run out there and do something because what looked good or I assumed was for me.
Hmm.
Uh, and so I learned to just stand still. And as I began to stand still, I began to see God working in my situation. Not only was He keeping me financially,
Hmm.
you know, the bills were paid. He was keeping me, but He was giving opportunity every time I needed it to
Hmm.
make sure I provided for my family and I was sufficient in all things. So, again, I know that He makes no mistakes, and that this is the time
Hmm.
uh, for people to know and have an opportunity to taste not only great barbecue, but I believe, without boasting, to know two great people that love the Lord, that love the Lord.
He wants to say he's the best. It's okay.
Yeah,
I once I get to taste it,
yeah. I
I
will.
will say it for you.
We
You know
gonna make
what?
I
sure
will
you
say it
taste it,
for
Melissa.
you.
I said this to you when I first talked to you.
Yes.
I'll never say I'm the best. The word says to let another man boast about thee. But if you line them up, I'll cook next to them.
Okay.
I don't care
Okay.
where they from, Texas,
Yeah.
wherever. I
Yeah.
will cook. I will cook with them
I love it.
because I know it's a good barbecue man out there. Some good, some great.
Yeah.
But
What makes
but
yours great?
consistency, consistency.
Because it does it taste the same every time?
You're right about that. It's going to
Okay.
be on point. It's going to be on point.
Tender,
It's going to be on point.
juicy.
That's always my goal, to
Okay.
make sure the customer is happy.
Yeah.
Always. If the customer ain't happy, I'm not happy with what I serve them.
Hmm.
Yeah, I won't take your money if you're not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So you guys have a website
yeah,
yet?
Working on it.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're on social
Learning.
media?
Uh-huh. Yeah, you can find us on Heavenly BBQ on Facebook. You'll find me in my husband's picture, but I had hair then. I gotta get some better pictures
Yeah,
together.
and I had a six pack.
I
I picked up a keg along the way
see.
somewhere. It may have been eating my own barbecue. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah. So what's
Yeah.
your favorite barbecue that he makes?
His red chips.
Yeah.
Wonderful. But you know what? To be honest, when we first met, he said, "Let me smoke your turkey." I said, "Oh, I don't eat turkey. I do. I may eat like a couple
Oh, he
pieces
was
of
like,
it
"Oh,
by
you gonna eat
me."
this
He was
turkey?"
like, "Just let me." He said, "Just let me smoke your turkey. And you tell me what you think." So I let him smoke me a turkey. We ate dinner and everything, and he's like, "Okay, so how'd you enjoy it?" I said, "It was really good." And I said, "Okay." I said, "I'm great. I'm gonna clean all this off his turkey. This turkey was literally was all you saw was the carcass.
Wow.
I cleaned all that off, and I mean I ate on turkey and turkey and turkey for days, and we still do to this day. When he makes smoked turkey, we
Hmm.
eat on it for days. Or he has two wonderful salads that he makes: smoked chicken salad. Did you get that
Yes,
last
I
week?
did. It was very good.
He makes a smoked chicken salad and a smoked turkey salad. You have to try
Mm.
that one. So those are two hot salads that he makes that are absolutely wonderful. So, um,
Yeah. Do
his
you
but
have a
his rib
favorite?
tips.
Do I have a favorite? You'll find it funny. Well, you may not find it funny, and most people don't know this or don't know me, but I don't eat pork.
Okay.
I don't eat pork, but I cook a lot of it. But over the years
I don't eat
of
pork except for bacon. I'm
yeah,
just
yeah, okay, that was a
That's
hard
a
one for
good
me
one,
too. That was a hard one for me too. When I stopped eating it,
It's like,
love that
why does it
bacon, love
taste
that
so
bacon.
good?
I love me
Uh,
some bacon.
but so I can look at the meat as I'm cooking it and tell you where the meat is at in its cooking process because I've been doing it so many years. But I don't eat pork. But my favorite is smoked chicken,
Mm.
and I've always loved smoked chicken over the years. But then we got some beef hot dogs that are great,
Ooh, yes.
that explode when you bite them.
Mm.
That are great. And so, those would be probably my two favorites coming
Yeah.
off the smoker. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So where you guys go from here? Like the food truck, you're just getting prepared. Do you have any things coming up for the summer that you guys are going to be doing? Do you ever do vendor events or anything like that?
We're
Yeah,
late in the season. We're late in the
late in the
season,
season this
and so
year,
and we're
so
probably going
there's
to be
a
late
lot of
because we
stuff.
won't get our truck until what do they
Hmm.
say?
1st of September.
First, middle of
So
September.
when you get the truck, it's going to
Well,
be ready.
well,
Oh yeah, it's
Like
it's
you
going to be
just,
definitely
ready.
oh, that's
It's
so
going to be ready.
grill
exciting.
But
and
here's
it's good
here's
for a
the
barbecue
plus.
truck.
Here's the plus for you, my friend, is that we don't have to worry about you waiting until next spring to get some barbecue because you're looking at a cook that'll cook in the wintertime.
I, okay.
Yeah.
I'll cook in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Uh, and so that's what we're looking forward to. As long as I got heat inside that trailer for
Oh
my
yeah.
wife and daughters,
Yeah,
then
I'm sure
I'll
you did.
cook in the
Yeah.
wintertime. If
Nice.
it's not overbearingly cold, I'll
Yeah.
cook.
Yeah.
But we do intend to do events. Right now we'll be doing Saturdays and events, and we'll see what next season brings.
Yeah.
The beginning of what they call the outdoor cooking season.
Yeah.
Outdoor cooking season for real professionals is all year long.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because he's
it-
a professional. Does he have a
so
chef hat?
No, I didn't get him one though.
I
He got a
think so.
grill.
no,
Yeah.
I mean,
I
he
don't.
got an apron that says
I got too many friends that are
a
chefs.
grill daddy or
Okay.
something. The kids got him. But I call him the grill master because he definitely,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
knows about that grill for
Yeah.
sure. We have
yeah.
a big old commercial smoker on wheels, and
Mm.
you put how many turkeys on there at
Well,
one
I got a
time?
couple of them. I normally can cook about 14, 16
14
whole
turkeys
turkeys at once.
Wow.
at one time.
Have you
Uh,
ever cooked for the mission?
I
Oh,
have
all the
on the
time.
many
Yeah.
occasions. As a matter of fact, when I do Washington Street, etc., on sites, parties, and I got leftover food, if the customer doesn't take it, I take it to the mission
Nice.
and feed those guys with it on the
Yeah.
next morning, the next
Yeah.
day.
That's
I'm always down there. They know me. They
yeah.
know me. I mean, guys will walk up to me and talk to me, and I don't remember their name, maybe their face, but
Yeah.
they'll talk about how I fed them 10
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah. It's
You
something
know?
about food does something to your soul.
It's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We have evidence that we love good eating. Yeah, good
Yes.
eating.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited for you guys. I'm gonna definitely want to re-interview you all once you get going, and
Sounds
you just
good.
came. I want to do a barbecue off because
There you go. Let's make it
I know some
happen.
barbecue people that think they stuff is the stuff.
Okay.
Well, it's all right to think your stuff is the
It
stuff. Just be able
is
to prove it.
exactly
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. We're looking
yes.
forward to it.
But I
We're
think
looking
that would
forward
be
to it.
fun to do. That'll
Mhm.
give people because there's a lot of people in the city that barbecue.
Oh yeah.
A whole lot of people.
And everybody's
Yeah,
tastes are different,
Right.
so it
yeah,
allows ones to be able to just kind of explore and
yeah, yeah.
My thing is if it's consistent. I mean, if I
yeah,
come to your barbecue place one time and it tastes good, and that's it. Like, oh,
yeah, no,
no.
absolutely,
And it's all in the cook.
yeah,
It really is. It's all in the
It's
cook.
it's all in the cook.
hmm
Over the years, and I'll say this, and I won't stay on it long. That the family at King Ribs, I'm so in debt to them for all the things they've done for me over the years. Good cooks come and go,
hmm
but you hear things like the food is not as good anymore. But let me tell you something: the family is still a great family.
hmm
The family, Theophilus Clardy, Sherry David Williams, are great people. Miss Mildred Clardy, great, wonderful, wonderful people that owned King Ribs and still own it. But again, good cooks come and go.
yeah,
And I can say this: there was a time when they had a line of cooks that nobody in the city could touch.
hmm
And that's just my opinion.
hmm
And you may have a different one. Someone may have a different one, but I was there and I
hmm
know. So it's all in the cook, like my wife said.
yeah,
It's all in the cook what they're willing to put into it.
hmm
And I hugs that grill. I babysit that grill.
Yeah.
Because I
I
want to see
bet,
that smile on your face, my
yeah,
sister,
yeah,
when you done
hmm
with eating some heavenly barbecue.
yeah. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. So, any parting words for anyone like are new to entrepreneurship? Any tidbits? And one of the things I do ask is, what have you learned about yourself during this process?
Um,
If
as
she can
Did I
do
feel like
it.
it was a lot?
as
No.
my husband stated before, he's been talking to me for years and years about, baby, just step on out and let's, you're a people person. You talk to anybody. You don't know
Mhm.
no stranger.
Mhm.
Let's get on out here. You're around people that, you got connections here and networking and this and that. He was like, you can do it. And
Mhm.
just for me to complete that 10-week course at Martindale, I pat my own self on the
I
back
love that.
because there was days I was like, oh, I don't feel like going.
Mhm.
Then I go, nope, I'm in this, I'm in this because this is gonna help me later. And like my husband said, we want to create generational wealth so our kids will be taken care of, and our
Mhm.
grandkids, and so
Absolutely.
I just say, I mean, I learned something about me
Yeah.
that I can do what I want to do.
Yeah. I
If I
love
really
that.
want to do it, put my mind to it, I can do it.
Mhm.
And my life is gonna be life. It's still
Mhm.
gonna continue to do things. It's still gonna happen. But if you really
Mhm.
have a passion about what you want to do, get the education that you need to operate your business correctly,
Mhm.
and just do it.
Yeah.
Be like Nike. Just do it.
That part. That
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, I'm of a mind that the longer you wait, the longer you'll put it off
Mhm.
Mhm.
uh, with things in our lives, and God always wants to open doors for us. I just want to encourage people to stay the course, to
Mhm.
not give up because it looks bleak or looks like it's not going to happen.
Mhm.
If you got a mindset for business, or you got an ideal, you may be an artist or cook or anything,
Mhm.
go for it and
Yeah.
keep working at it.
Mhm.
Hone your skills
Yeah.
and make it so that you may not be the best, but believe you can be the best,
Yeah.
and keep working at it. And I
Mhm.
promise you, it's gonna manifest itself
Yeah.
in a positive way. So
Mhm.
we just look forward to seeing people smile when they meet us,
Mhm.
enjoy our food, and we're just grateful for all those that have supported us over the years and
Most
been there
definitely.
for us.
Right.
We're grateful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys again. I
Thank you.
appreciate you um, taking time out of your busy day. And this is going to be good to be able to look back on and then also be able to see, the growth that you have.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're grateful. We appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you for
And
absolutely.
having
thank you
us.
for this
Yeah,
opportunity.
yeah,
Thank
most
you for having us.
definitely. Thank you.
Yeah.
So this has been Melissa Shaw with Our Generation, where we educate, empower, and inspire. And I hope that you've been educated, empowered, and inspired by their story. And definitely check out their food. I will be checking it out because I'm going to keep saying it. But I did have their chicken salad, the smoked. It
Smoked
was
chicken
very good.
salad.
Smoked chicken salad was very good. So definitely keep an eye out for their food truck. And y'all have a good night, and we are out. Is it going to work now? Probably not.